Okay, kitchen. You need a step ladder for sure. Start with vacuum. If you haven't already, if I do a part with myself, I vacuum everything. I'll leave the vacuum to another person and then I start cleaning. Okay, here we go. And so on and so on. So you vacuum everything at the top and then you start with the bottom. So you vacuum in here. If you see something like that, we don't know if they need it or not. So we just take it out, we clean it and put it back in there. Okay? This obviously you can throw out. Okay. When we get to this bottom part, we need to vacuum in the bag, especially if you can see a hole there. You must do that. Now, how do you open up? It's really, every one of them is different one. You can try just to push it up. It's not working. So there is a thing on the side that you can open. And you should be able to press the button there somewhere. And they should be coming off, see? Alright. We take this out and we vacuum underneath. It's not that dirty in this one in particular, but normally it's quite a bit in there. It has to be vacuumed at least, yeah? And if it's more dirty, then it has to be wiped as well. In this case, it's not too bad at all, so I'm just putting it back on. So all you have to do is to click it in, and that's done. And put that stuff right in there. If you don't know how to open it, always ask, but we have to make sure we do it. Don't leave it. We've got new water. My orange is always with me. That's the #1 product we use. So, okay, let's start with the kitchen. As always, start in one corner, go all along, or preferably start from the top, yeah, do the top, and then do that part, and then do that part all around until you're finished. Okay, a trick to it, as always, is to really squeeze out your cloth. Make sure that you use your power, it's all squeezed out. Okay? Alright. Let me see if I will start from the top. Well, first of all, I probably will go around because it's going to be easier for me. Alright. Here we go. Wipe at the top. That's where they check it, yeah? You see all of that stuff? It has to go. All of the white stuff. Nothing can be left in there. Everything has to go. It's not that important on the top of it that it's gone, but very important is where they can see it has to go. Okay, so you wipe it off. But if you see a sticker like that, it has to come off. It goes into my rubbish. And so you wipe all the dust and see if there's something that you have to... Oh, it has a plastic on it. Does it? Watch. I think it has a plastic on it. Yeah. It still has a plastic on it. So if you come across something like that, you can see the moment you start scraping, the plastic peels off. And that's when we know it's still on the plastic. It has to be removed. So we have to ask the laborer. Alright, but beside that, I think it's just on that. And here there is nothing. No, there is nothing. So make sure you scrub everything. You you wipe this part, and you go down. You watch here, I can see some silicone. See how they've done such a great job. So I have to get rid of the silicone in here. Go on. Don't forget the bottom part. Get the corners, always the corners. I'll be checking up on you. The builder will be checking up on you. And then you wipe this off. And then the bottom one. If you feel like your clothes is getting dirty, turn it around, inside out. It's quite clean in there. Go over it again. Alright, so on and so on. Don't forget the bottom part. And then again, go inside, wipe this, inside, all the hinges. Wipe all the hinges inside. They all have to be wiped, they're all dusty.
Like in the bathroom.
Like in the bathroom, yeah. Wipe all of this at the back, the bottom, this one, switches, everything. So it's not like where you can see the dirt, you go there. You have to wipe everything. Okay? Alright, so a couple important things about the kitchen. You have to make sure that you go underneath, you clean that you clean this part, that you clean underneath here, underneath the benches, that you clean this part. Sometimes there will be another drawer. You would have to try to open it up.
Oh, surprise!
A surprise, yes. So make sure you wipe everything in here. Don't forget this part, the bottom part. Okay, alright, so what's in here? Underneath in here, when you're wiping, watch. Sometimes they have a blue tape on it. You'd have to take this out. Get rid of the plastic, blue plastic in there, and put it back in. Okay, that's done. There you go. This part has to be done as well. Same as in the bottom. This is just a towel, really well squeezed cloth. Go over it, scrap everything needs to be scrapped, and turn around. See how wide that is? Turn around, wipe over it again. Do it again, and so on until you feel it's clean. And after you finish everything, go and have a look from the side. Is the whiteness gone or not? Okay?
Lekker petite.
Can you see?
Oh, they can see.
Yes, they can see. Alright.
Very good.
Yeah. Wash your clothes often. When it's dirty, wash it. This is easily cleaned. I mean, first I would vacuum it when I vacuum everything, and then just with a well squeezed cloth and polish it with another one. Here the same thing. I'll just wipe it with the well squeezed cloth and then dry it up. Inside, double check. Sometimes a little bit of dust in there. Watch here on the side, for example. But otherwise, there's nothing to do in there. It's brand new. This sticker, well, not necessarily to take that off, but otherwise all the other stickers have to go, yeah? Alright, or we have to double check with the builder. Some of them want it off, some of them don't. Same in here, this has to be taken out. When you vacuum, you have to take it out, vacuum, and then you have to clean it and put it back in there. Okay. Make sure that you wipe all of this, all of that, all on the side, all of that, everywhere. It has to be gone. The bottom part, don't forget that. In here, well, we know how to do the windows. All the appliances, they're pretty much just dusty. You just wipe them and polish them. I'll show how to do the sink in a minute. All of this, yes. Start from here, there, wipe everything all around, all underneath, everything is gone. This plastic has to come off, so open up and get it from here. You can grab it there and you can start pulling it. So you have to pull out the whole plastic. Okay, let me show you how to do. By the way, like I mentioned before in the bathroom, this material, you don't have to polish it. This you might have to, because it's so glossy. When you go with the wet cloth over it, it's easier sometimes just to go with the dry one after. Okay, now the sinks we do with the Jeep. Okay. a Jif and a white Scara. Okay, if we know that we can use the sink, we can use some water, put a bit of a Jif on, and start wiping. Everything needs to be gone in the sink. Use your strength to push it, to get rid of everything. If you come across to a different material rather than stainless steel, ask us how to clean it. We came across recently to black granite sink. Very different. It was such a different procedure how to clean it, so make sure you ask us about it, yeah? Okay, so anything that is there, use your plastic scraper only. Do not use razor blade scraper in here. You will scratch it for sure. So only plastic scraper. If you see something that is stuck in there, let's say for example in here, use that. Take this out and make sure you clean it as well. Clean inside and out everywhere. If you come across some silicone, it has to be removed. Alright, so now let me wash it off. So once that's done, let's dry it up. And you can see straight away if you have missed something. Use your cloth and make sure you get rid of everything that was missed. Do you see the silicone in there? You see all along silicone? Can you tell? You have to remove what you can with your scraper. Because I couldn't see it before, I will put some orange on it and leave it for 10-15 minutes and come back and try to remove it with the white Scara. Okay? Once I've done that, then I will polish it all off. Let's go. Stay with me. Okay. It's like with the mirror or the glass. I will use my first cloth to get rid of the wetness. And my second one to polish it all off. And just so you know, show this silicone, this silicone, see? And this on the side, that is something that has to be coming off, yeah? Okay. All right, that's sink. Okay, so in the kitchen, don't forget the lamps. Don't forget the top part. Whatever you see, it has to be wiped, yeah? Don't forget nothing. For the finishing of the kitchen, we would have to wipe all the switches, all the edges. Obviously you vacuum before, and then when we get down to the floor, it always depends what kind of floor it is. If it's glossy like that, it's quite easy to clean. So you just grab your mop. Important of mopping is that you use 2 mop cloths. I'll grab another one in a minute. So what you have to do is, first one, you obviously after it's all vacuumed, you use it as wet as that. So it's wet, but not too wet. So as wet as that. You grab only the 2 meters by 2 meters area, no more. So mop with that, everything you need to mop. While you're mopping, scrap everything you can see that needs to be scrapped. Let's say it was something like that, you need to scrap that. Yeah, so the tile will end up looking brand new, there's nothing on it. So obviously try to scrap it off while you're vacuuming, but if you miss something, then while you're mopping, scrap everything the rest. So you do 2 by 2 meter with a wet cloth like that, then wash it off, squeeze it out, make sure that it's really squeezed out. Go over this area one more time, so you get the wetness off, and whatever you have missed, still scrap. And then grab the one that is completely dry and go all with the dry one. That way you will not have any smears. Okay? Alright,